Hi there, this is Leslie. I'm pretty grubby today. I wanted to make videos, but instead I spent the day making a duck coop because I have to move my duck yard and I have to have a place for my two little hens to stay while I do that. You know, life interferes with what we want to do. So I'm pretty grubby and dirty wearing an old shirt, but I did want to do at least a short video for you today. So it's going to be a revisiting of some of the only $1 stuff that I got. And plus I got a couple other things that I forgot to mention last time. I'll probably toss them in too. Now what I'm going to do is I have put a great big eye screw in one of the rafters here in my shop and a piece of chain, and I'm going to try this $1 4-foot nylon leash. Now I expect that the least useful part of it, and the thing that I think will fail first, is the snap. The next thing that might fail might be the stitching. So let's take a look and see. Now I weigh 200 pounds, so let's see if I can do this without falling on my butt in the sawdust, okay? I am going to hold on to the chain. All right. Now, I just keep expecting this to snap up and hurt me. Well, so far it held. And that's with 200 pounds on this. Maybe a few pounds are actually hanging on the chain. But as you can see, I'm actually swinging on it. It does okay. So that's $1 leash. Still don't think I'd trust this snap, but there it is. Pretty sturdy. So that's worth $1. All right, the next thing I'm going to look at is the $1 piece of cable. Now I figure the cable's probably pretty strong. And we'll see. Mostly I would expect it to give out where it's put together. That's what I would expect, would be that this might come apart. If you work at it, you can take this and I got some hooks on here, but you can take this and put one in through the other. I did cut off the hooks. I knew they would fail. They were terrible. But I cut the hooks off, so I've got this nice piece of cable, and you can make a loop of it. It's a little fiddly. You have to kind of force it through there, but it works. If I can do it, you can do it. Let's give this a try. All right. It's a little longer than that leash, so here we go. I'm actually going to have to go on tiptoes to hook it up here. It's fighting me. Where are my pliers? Okay, here they are. Got this old piece of a weight set here that I'm going to use for a stirrup. Yeah, that's high enough. Alright, so we're going to check out this cable. Hope y'all appreciate me risking life and limb like this. Alright. There you go. It slid right out of its little binding. So, we don't know how strong the cable is. Let's tie a knot in it. I figured the other end will go next. Okay, so that's a fail. Still a good cable. But let's see what else it'll do. See if I can tie a knot that'll stay in it. That ought to do it. Wonder if the other end will come off this time. We'll see. Okay, here we go again. Other end came off. Okay. So now we know what we can't rely on, and it's this little loop at the end, all right? Tie another knot. Okay, now I got to knot in each end of the cable. Let's see if the cable itself will fail. Ah, no, but my knot did. Slippery, it's coated with plastic. Let's see if it'll stay. Knot's getting tighter, knot's getting tighter. Okay, I think the knot is fully in there now. I'm going to bring it up one more notch here and we'll see what happens. Cable seems strong enough. Okay, it's $1 worth of cable. Don't rely on the weight that is hooked on there. Now, I'll tell you another thing that I found the other day that I wasn't happy with that I showed you. You know, I told you I love their little box cutters. Okay? And I showed you this great big one with the extra blades. It's not great. It's, I had to work on it a good bit, take it apart, put it back together, right next to useless. Sometimes you spend $1 and you don't get $1 worth. The problem with it is it won't stay in one place. I've hammered on it and done a lot of changes to it, and just not safe to use that. The little ones are great, the big ones, forget about them. They're a waste of a buck. Now, something that is not a waste of a buck that I get there all the time is $1 worth of sandpaper. And these are all mixed grades. You know, we've got 80, we got 100, we got 150, and we've got a little bit of 400. So there you go. So that's great. $1 worth of sandpaper, I use this all the time. It's really good, and you know, I go through sandpaper. So the other thing that's really neat that I want to show you is this. This is a picture hanging kit. Cost $1. In that kit, you get all kinds of things. You get some small nails. You get some picture hanging hooks. Quite a few of them. You get small, medium, you know, small and medium nails. But what you do get is 2 coils of this twisted wire for hanging pictures put on the back of your frames. Also comes with these tiny little eye screws. Now, Intense Angler says always have some of these in your kit to help make your makeshift fishing rod. So there you go, you got that. And the wire is, where did I put it? The wire is 3 feet long. So you've got 2 pieces of 3 foot long twisted strand wire in there. So I think that's great. So that's a good thing to have. And I also picked up a couple of their size large dog leashes. I ought to take this and try standing on it too and see if that buckle holds. But this is the large one, and it is, let's see how long. It looks like it might be like 18 inches long. Maybe 20. Well, just goes to show what I know. It's actually, buckle and all, looks like it's about 25 inches. So that's great. And this, I can just see lots of uses for this. I feel sure it's as strong as the leash is. The only thing that might not hold would be the buckle. Don't know. But there you go. It's $1. It makes kind of a nice bedroll strap, putting things on your pack, something like that. So those are a few things that I've looked at. And I appreciate you stopping by. I'm sorry, me and my shop are very dirty today, but it's okay. I'll find the broom eventually. So, as always, it's a pleasure talking to all of you. And I thank you for coming and taking a look at my channel. I really want to work on my hand-built lightning strike. I really want to do a video on my knives. I really want to do a lot of things, but right now, life's interfering. But maybe I'll get something done tomorrow. It's a pleasure talking to you. Thank you for coming by, and come again. We appreciate it. Bye-bye.